Hello friends, we are back with this video that is nothing but intermediate code generation example. So this kind of example will be asked in your question paper in final examination. Like one main question is there to generate intermediate code or to find out whatever, and sub questions are there like this: construction of parse tree, postfix or postfix expression, three address code, quadruples, triples, indirect triples, and last one is DAG, direct acyclic graph. Okay, so we'll see in this video how to solve this problem and how to solve one by one all these 7 sub problems. Okay, this is the expression they have given in your question. Like you have to resolve this question expression. Like first is a construction of parse tree. How to construct parse tree? Obviously, what you have to find out the middle operator, and you have to start from, means divide that particular tree, and easily you can generate. I think that will be that you have done in your I think that you have done in your data structure subject, like to generate the trees, okay, from operator and all. Okay, so that is nothing but your example, and this parse tree will be generated from this expression that is given in your example itself. Now we have to generate the 3 address code before we construct quadruples and triples. Postfix or postfix expression, that will be easiest one. How to find out the postfix or postfix expression? I think all of you are knowing the postfix expression, right? What is the postfix? Suppose a plus b is given, then we are going to follow left, right and root. Okay, so what is the postfix? A, b and operator, that is nothing but your root. Suppose this is the tree, then how you are going to follow? Left, then right. Again this is a root one and there is a left available, so left A, then you are going to right, here again left, that is B, then right, that is C, then multiplication operator, and lastly your plus operator. This is nothing but your postfix operation. So same kind of postfix operation you have to generate from this tree. Likewise, how to generate? Leftmost side you are going to do here likewise. And what is the first operator you got? Operand you got A. Then you are going to right side, that is nothing but B. Okay, that is nothing but B. Then you are going to your root node, then your right side again you are going to left, that is A, then B, left, right and root node you are going up, that is minus, then up, then star, then you are going to rightmost left like A, B, plus. Okay, this plus, then right side, that is nothing but your D variable, unary minus sign, then multiplication, and last one is a plus. This is nothing but your postfix expression for this expression or this tree. Construction of parse tree, afterward postfix expression. I hope you understood, or all of you may be having that idea how to generate the postfix expression. That is very easy. Now generation of 3 code address. That is nothing but we are going to assign variables for each and every small expressions. Like t1 is assigned, or a plus b is assigned to variable t1, a minus b assigned to t2, t1 into t2 is nothing but t3, that is this is t1, this is t2, and multiplication of both variable is assigned to t3 variable. Okay, afterwards t4 is nothing but minus d. Why we have not done this again? As we have already generated a plus b with t1 variable, there is no need to assign new one variable. Okay, so what is the T5 then? T1 into T4, that is nothing but this term, and lastly T6 is nothing but T3, that is T3 and T5, T3 plus T5, this is plus operator. So this is nothing but your 3 address code generation. Then we move towards the quadruples. These 3 address code, whatever code generated will be reflected in quadruples. Quadruples is having columns like this is optional one column. You can add that column if you want, but it is having no use. So operator, operand 1, operand 2 and result. So what is our first variable gives us, that is a plus b assigned to T1. Plus is the operator, a and b operand, result is T1. A minus b assigned to T2. Minus is operator, operands are a, b and assigned to T2. Then T3 gives you T1 into T2. What is the operator? Multiplication, T1, T2 operands and T3 is a result. T4 where there is only one variable with the unary operator. So unary minus you have to write, and D, which is nothing but your T4 result. T5 is nothing but your multiplication of T1 and T4. So that will be reflected. And last one T6 is nothing but the addition of T3 and T5. This is all about the quadruples and triples, where this column is most important. Okay, important column is location, because all these locations are reflected in our operand or in our table. So what is the first? A plus b, plus a, b operands, plus is operator, minus a minus b. Second rule is a minus b. So a and b operators, operator is minus. Afterwards T1 into T2. T1 into T2, what we have to do? 0 into 1. 0 and 1. Operand 1 is 0. Operand 2 is 1. That is nothing but the numbers in your table, row number. Okay, that will be reflected in third row or second row. 0th row, first row and second rows. In second row, that we have to reflect this rule. That will be done by this way. Okay, minus D is unary operation, minus is unary minus, and one operator is available only. So that is nothing but your T4. Afterwards T5, what we have to do? T1. T1 is nothing but your 0. 0 into 0th row into third row. Third row means unary D. Okay, that is your third operation. Afterwards last one is nothing but the plus operator. Second row means this result and this result. This expression added means second row and fourth row are added. That is nothing but your triple table. Okay, now we'll see the indirect triples. Indirect triples, what we have to do in this same way as we have done in triples, but indirect triples in which you have to assign different numbers. Like these are your original numbers. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are your original locations you have assigned in triples. These locations are assigned with the different numbers or different sequence of number statement. Like we have considered here, or we have taken series of 10, like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and same table with different numbers. With these numbers 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 we are going to reflect. That is nothing but your indirect triples. Okay, so these locations, original locations, are replaced by the another one locations. That can be any series. So here we have taken 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and we have again generated that indirect triple table, where wherever 0 is there we are adding 10, wherever 1 is there we are adding 1, 11. So same way as we are filling the values in triples, same way we are filling the values with indirect triples with different location. That is the only difference. Same meaning and same table. That is known as a indirect triples. Now the last question is directed acyclic graph. what we have to do, directed acyclic graph, where we have to go from downside to up. What are the how many operands are there? A, B and D. Only 3 operands are there, right? We are going to write these 3 operand first of all. Afterwards, we are going to add up them. A and B is added, then A and B is subtracted, and D is nothing but the unary operation. Okay, so first we have done this, afterward this A minus B and unary D, unary minus D. Afterwards A plus B into A minus B. As you can see, A plus B into A minus B, that we have done here. A plus B. I can solve here like A, B and D. Okay, these are the 3 operands available with us. So what operations we have to perform on A and B? That is A plus B and A minus B. These are the operations, and D is nothing but the unary minus operation. Okay, it is unary minus operation. Afterwards, what we have to do, what is our expression? You can see here, A plus B into A minus B. So this is A plus B and A minus B is going to be multiplied. Okay, so multiplication is added. Afterwards, what is the next? A plus B into unary minus D. So this operation we are going to multiply with unary minus D. Okay, getting? Afterwards, what we have to do? These 2 we have to add. So that's why your final one, that is nothing but plus operator. This is known as a directed acyclic graph. Okay, I hope this video is very helpful to you, how to solve examples with the intermediate code generation, having this kind of 7 sub questions, and it is very easy to get your marks in your examination. I think this question may be asked for the 10 to 15 marks or 8 marks, maximum 10 marks, and 8 to 10 marks this question will be asked, because it is having 7 sub questions and they are very easy to implement. So I hope this video is very helpful to you all, and same kind of videos I will going to post in future also. So please do watch my further videos, and I hope you are getting all this concept whatever I am going to teach you. Thank you so much.